Very good. This drive is outstanding for general everyday use. I use it to store my Steam library, movie collection, photos, and a lot of archival backups and that sort of thing, so it has worked great for me for the past 3 months. I bought this drive because my new laptop doesn't have slot for big 2.5 inches mechanical drives and instead only has 2 NVMe slots. I chose a fast SLC NVMe SSD, Samsung 970 EVO, as my primary boot drive to get stupid fast speeds for my operating system plus apps, and then chose this Intel 660p SSD as my storage drive where I keep the rest of my bigger files that don't necessarily need to be accessed ludicrously fast. Don't get me WR. Other 2TB NVMe SSDs can be twice as expensive. The value is the amount of storage, not the performance or longevity. That's the benefit of this drive. You will get pretty good read and write speeds, especially with relatively smaller files, a couple GB. But once the SLC cache fills up, performance will dip substantially. See screenshots. Writing files that are several hundred MB or a couple GB usually goes very fast, but bigger files will slow down after the initial burst. This drive can be great, but just consider how you'll be using this. You can probably use it as your boot drive and install Windows just fine, but that's not the ideal use case of this drive in my opinion. Works well so far. Write and read speeds are good for such an inexpensive NVMe. Speed drops after the first few GBs to a steady 600 MBs. Tested on old 990FX with FX 8370 CPU and UPC 2.0x4 slot. If I remember to update this rating and it is still working in 6 months, it will get all 5 stars. Compared to regular SSDs, this is a great bargain. Took me about 40 minutes to install plus Windows, but other than that it's amazing smooth, fast and a lot of space. I have them CG65 now. I have 2TB not stock 512GB. Can someone help me? I'm getting HDD speeds off this drive, and I'd if I'm doing something wrong or it's just a bomb drive. I installed it today, reseated it twice to make sure, and flashed BIOS update the night before. I'm getting about 200 MB read and 150 MB write. I'd hate to leave a bad review if it's just my fault, but for now, I'll leave it at 3 stars unless someone can help me. i7-6700K 400GHz, Octa 4. 5. Asus C170 Pro Gaming Motherboard. Edit, had a lot of supportive friends on Facebook but ended up figuring. Damn. i7-6700K 400 running at 4.6 Asus Pro Gaming Z170MB 16GB Kingston HyperX Savage 3000 MHz DDR4 RAM GTX 1080SC. Got this memory stick and installed in the mainboard, no screw included. Find your spare screws in your mainboard box. Installed OS X Mojave and runs perfect, speed test screen grab included. This is so wrong, he just got my stick today, using an M.2 Type-C adapter on my Z97 Mobo with Windows 7. First of all, my system does not recognize this drive at all. I flashed the newest BIOS but it doesn't work either. After some digging, MS has released 2 hotfix years ago to add native. Click link in description for more reviews.